Hi, my name is Ian Bostock. I am a master's student at Indiana State University, and today I will be discussing my interviews for my Future Directions project. Um, Both my interviews, I found a lot out. For me, both my um, both of the people I interviewed seemed to have a great knowledge and background in athletic training, so it was great to get to talk to them. One now an associate director for sports medicine. As he told me, it was just a fancy word for head athletic trainer. He was very helpful. He's now at Monmouth University. Had a great understanding of everything. He had a great background, GAs at different positions. He had lots of time spent with athletes, and he gave me a lot of information, things I didn't know. A lot of things that translate from where I was at high school this year to a college now. He had a lot of athletes in and out. He's worked with multiple sports season wise. Lacrosse is what he's with now with Mr. Rosenblum, of course. He was very helpful in telling me that, giving me some advice about what I needed to do. He was telling me as an athletic trainer that some days you may not have the best hours. You may be there late into the night. Every once in a while you may be there. But you have to know that as a young athletic trainer, you may have to do that just to make an impression on somebody. If you can show that you're expendable and you're able to go in and do all the things that you're asked plus more, then you may have better experience than someone else. And then Mr. Slozik from Bridgewater State University, he is now a professor in athletic training at a small school. He was telling me all about his teaching, of course, all the things he teaches, but of course before that he was an athletic trainer himself. Worked at a smaller school and then worked at a D1, and he said the difference there was, of course, this is for both, I guess, there's the difference between the physicians that they worked with mostly. Of course, at Monmouth with Mr. Rosenblum, he said that the athletic trainers there had a great relationship with the orthopedic surgeons who were the team physicians, and all the other types of physicians and specialty physicians they had for travel and things like that. So they were able to communicate very well, while Mr. Slozik at Bridgewater State, a much smaller school, said that the number of staff members between athletic trainers was more like scheduling a doctor's visit for a normal person. They weren't able to get into a clinician as quickly as what others might. Even at his smaller school where he was a GA and a head athletic trainer eventually, he said he had trouble finding times to get athletes in and out. It was more of a they have to schedule an appointment rather than a team physician being there and be able to treat a patient immediately or see them that day. His advice to me was just continue to work hard. You don't see a lot of things like that. You may have different things. You may have struggles early on, but you can't let that get to you. You just have to make sure that you're willing to do anything. Ask questions if you don't know something, and just trust in what you know. You may not know something right off the bat, but you just have to trust in what you know, and don't be afraid to ask questions. These interviews really were helpful. Both of them showed me that you don't have to just be an athletic trainer. You can be a teacher too. Even in your field, you can teach athletes what's going on. You can teach other people around you. It doesn't really matter if people just call you an athletic trainer. You can be more than that. And I really enjoyed both of them.